Hi guys, and welcome back to the world of Berry. It's your girl Airy Berry. I hope you all are having an amazing and beautiful day. So today we'll be following a Jackie Aina makeup tutorial. I am so nervous. I will be doing the tutorial that she did when she first released her palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I first off just love the palette. I love all the colors in the palette. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And the look that she did, I've watched it just to make sure that I had like similar products and brushes, and it's super cute. I'm really nervous though to see if I can pull it off. I am not a makeup artist by any means of the imagination. I mean, I try to do makeup looks every here and there, but I am nowhere near as talented as she is. So we shall see if this, look turns out really good. Fingers crossed though. So I will go and put on some foundation and I will be right back. All right guys, we are back up close and personal. I wanted to bring you in a little bit closer so that you could see my eyes a little bit better, because that is what this look obviously is. So I just wanted to get closer so you can see that. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump right in.
Do the most frequently with my palette. First, I'm just priming my eyes with some Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced. All
right, so first step she does is she primes her eyes, and I have the same the same concealer that she has, the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. So I have that in Chai. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that to my eyelids. And then we will go ahead and blend that out. Okay, now we've got that all blended out, we will move on to the next step.
Color that I'm going to grab is Pinker. This shade right here, you need Pinker for pretty much every neutral pink look you do. Pinks, of course, the obvious, it's called Pinker, Pinker. So I'm gonna start first by kind of stippling it on. And you guys know how ABH shadows operate, okay? You don't have to keep digging and digging and digging and digging, honestly.
Okay, so first color she goes into with is Pinker. Also, please excuse my palette. Like I said, it's a little used. But she goes in with this color right here, and it's like a mauve pink. So she kind of puts that on the outer corner and she packs it in, and then I think she's going to go in and blend it out. So I will go ahead and pack that in on the corners of my eye. And it's funny because she does like both eyes at the same time, so I'm gonna try to do that as well. Normally I do one eye and then I go in and do my other eye, but we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna just try something new and see what things I can learn. I mean, come on now, that's the point of this video.
One or two little pushes in that pressed supreme pigmentation and you got color. Really darken it up first by pressing it in, and then I start blending up into my crease. I'm not going to be stingy. I'm going to go all the way in my inner corner, because I noticed the more love I give a transition color, I just feel like the shadow just looks much more clean. I like to clean off my brush without actually adding any more product, and then I'll go around the edges and just kind of like blow and smoke that out so that it looks even more airbrushed than it already is. And look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Don't be afraid to get in that brow. Don't be pressing too hard though, and don't be adding more product. Just kind of feather it up lightly, just a little bit.
I think I have more color over here, so we're just gonna add a little bit more onto this side to try to even that out. It's a little bit more pigmented on my right eye than it is on my left. There we go. Okay, all right.
Like 6 months, the looks that you've seen me wearing with this bright orange coppery shade on my lid, it's been this color. Wigglies. right there. Wigglies. Like she's just
every time I hear that.
My new everyday neutral. So Wigglies, I'm going to pop onto my lid, and I know what you're thinking. Whoa, scary. Fall back a little bit, but I promise you.
Okay, so next color she goes into is Wigglies, so I will be going into that as well. It is a beautiful like rustic orange sparkle color. It is very pigmented. Yeah, wow, do you see that color payoff? Like, that's insane. So basically what she starts to do is
we're going to add another shade to ensure that Wigglies and Pinker look very flattering together. Sometimes it can be really hard getting like really bright colors to transition well on the eyes without the difference between what's in the crease and what's on the lid looking too far differently, but I'm gonna show you guys a little trick on how I do that.
Okay. So it's almost kind of like a cut crease is what she starts to kind of give the shape of her eye with. Okay. All right, let me do this other eye. I've noticed that I tend to do a lot of like open mouth, like when I'm putting on eyeshadow, when I'm putting on like mascara. Please comment if anybody else does that, because sometimes I feel like I'm just weird, but it's like it almost like helps, you know? Okay, great. Awesome. So this is what we've got so far. It's coming.
These two colors together, beautiful, stunning. She's booking runway shows, New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, all of the above, wonderful. But we're gonna step it up even more. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not. I chose all of my favorite colors that make my favorite color combos, and I put them all in one palette. Now y'all know how I feel about a dark matte brown. So we're gonna take credit and blend that in the outer V. I do this on the days where I'm feeling a little bit more like I want to be ready for a business meeting. So I'm taking credit and I'm blending that in a V shape along the outer V of my eyes, and then I'm gonna work my way up into the crease just to add some depth there.
All right, so next she takes credit, which is this one right here, and she puts that on the outer corner, kind of like V shape, and blends it in a little bit into her crease. So I've already got some on the brush. I'll go ahead and try to get that in there. Now this color right here, this credit, is a brown skin girl's color right here. It is not ashy whatsoever. It's beautiful, and it really has a great color payoff. I use this a lot when I'm going for more of a brown neutral kind of look. This is my first time actually using it on top of a color, so I'm interested to see what this turns out and looks like. Now I have a couple of going outside of the lines, I feel like, but I'll go back in and clean that up. All right.
And just look at the blendability of it all, the non-patchiness of it all. Credit absolutely needed to have the range for me because I'm tired of getting like emotionally invested into a palette with a dark matte brown, but sometimes they're ashy, sometimes they're not dark enough. Girl, it's a journey. Even though I'm not the biggest anti-fallout campaigner, there's minimal fallout here. Just thought I would mention it for anyone who cares. I've said this dozens of times, but fallout really does not make or break a shadow palette for me. In fact, I actually expect it to have fallout if the shadows are super pigmented. So as you can see, the look is a little bit darker, a little bit sultrier. I will skip credit altogether. If it's daytime and I want a softer version of this look, I won't add any depth out here. I'm telling you, I literally have like 50 different versions of this same eyeshadow look, okay? Well, not the same one if it's 50 different versions, obviously, but you get what I'm saying. Basically, Wigglies is the most loved color in this palette for me because I can use it in so many different ways. Speaking of wigglization, I'm going back, just making sure everything is smooth and blended, you know. I feel good. Do you feel good? You feel great? Okay, let's move on. The secret sauce is these colors, cute. But in order for me to feel really comfortable with Wiggly's blending in with everything else, you have to take Supreme, which is really not as scary as it looks. It's this color right here, the really bright neon. It looks a little fluorescent on camera, but it's not. So what you would do is you would take Supreme, starting in the inner corner, inner transition area crease.
Intergalactic, planetary, momentary, intergalactic.
Start here and take Supreme, and you're gonna blend her. Do you see what I turned up my ISO just a little bit so that you can really see what is happening here.
Okay, so then she takes Supreme, which like she said, definitely turns out to look a little bit more fluorescent, but it's a beautiful, like, I want to call it like another, like maybe a salmon, but not even that, but I don't know. But yeah, so she takes that and she kind of takes a little bit of it and then she puts it in the inner corner and blends it out. So to kind of make a good transition between Wiggly's and Pinker. So I'm gonna move a little bit and I'm gonna blend that sucker out. Like that. Wow, I think that looks really good. Okay, interesting. Let me do this other eye. I'm liking it so far. I think it's so different than anything I've ever done before. But I don't think I'm doing that bad. So I'm just gonna try to keep this momentum going.
And I'm gonna show you a side-by-side comparison, because sometimes I think the girls need to just be notified that I'm noticing you noticing me, and I just want to put you on notice that I noticed you too. The difference is clear. This side versus this side. This is definitely the color that I underestimated the most, because I didn't think there was a home for her. And it was Norvina herself that was like, that's not what she said. That's not what she said. Okay, I'm good. It was Norvina herself that was like, girl, you need one color that is for the girl who wants color. And alas, Supreme was born. And I think that her title is appropriately named.
Okay, so I went in a little bit more with some Wigglies to try to like heighten it up a little bit more. I don't know if you can see, but I'll get a little bit closer. There you go. All right, so what's next?
Oh, so I'm gonna take a brown liner and pop that into my waterline.
So I actually don't have a brown liner. I only have a black liner, but I'll add that on later.
Now we're gonna do a little bit of detailing work, and this is always like my favorite part. Going back to credit, we're going to ever so lightly stipple that as close to the lash line as you possibly can, because you really don't want this to be the star of the show. The party's up here, this is the back, this is just where we keep all the party supplies, okay? This is the real show. I mean, I do love a smoked out bottom lash, but it's gonna be really...
Okay, so she's taking credit and she's adding it to the bottom lash line.
relatively kind of subtle compared to the rest of the look. Then you want to switch to another brush that is kind of tapered but still a little bit more dense, something that'll blow out that bottom lash line a little bit more. This is the Morphe M574. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take pink.
Okay, so she kind of like then goes into double layering all the colors that she put on her lid. So let me go ahead and finish off doing this credit on the bottom line. I always get nervous when I do a bottom anything with eyeshadow, just because I don't know like where, like how far is too far. Like as you see right now, I'm looking a little raccoony, you know, with the colors. It's weird, but I've got concealer. I'm gonna go back in and kind of fix this up. Don't worry, your girl's not that bad at makeup. And then I think lastly she does some Supreme. Let me see.
Pinker first, start smoking out that brown, and then on top of that, I'm gonna put Supreme on top of that, like double blend, no, there's something like that. Basically both of the matte pinks, these two bad boys right here. But when it comes to the bottom lash line, I like to work from darkest to light. So we started with Credit, now we're going into Pinker, because Pinker is slightly lighter. Then we'll finish it off, the outer ring will be Supreme. And as you can see, I'm just stippling that on real softly. Then like I said, we took Supreme as that final bottom layer. But once we get the lash on, I think you'll really see it come together. I don't think I want to do top liner, maybe just like a line of Credit along the top, just for.
Okay, we're gonna fix it because it's a little, like I said. But I'm not a makeup artist, so this is the first time. Okay, so she went in then and she did like a top liner of Credit, but I'm going to do a black liner like I said, and I will be back to explain to you why. I'm going to kind of tidy this up a little bit with some concealer, and then I'm going to put some lashes on and we will be back. Okay. Okay guys, we are back. I put on some lashes, and then I kind of tidied up those circles that I was telling you about that I had with some concealer. But as I mentioned, I did not have brown liner and I was gonna go in black liner. Two reasons. One, obviously because I don't have brown liner, but the second one is because I use magnetic lashes. I don't do the regular lashes with the glue. I haven't mastered that yet or figured out how to really do that. Just how to do that, honestly. So I got into doing magnetic lashes, and with magnetic lashes you have a liquid liner that you use that obviously attaches with the magnetic lashes that you have. And so right now I don't know if there's any brown liner that they have for magnetic lashes, but right now the staple is black. So I only have black liner, so I kind of went in and did that and then attached my lashes. So yeah, I think there are a couple more things that she does, and it might not even be a part of the eyes, so let's see.
Forgot my inner corner highlight. What is wrong with me? Let's figure out
highlight.
which one we want to do. I'm gonna take a dash of Soleil, the lightest color in the palette, this color right here, and just do a dollop right where it needs to be done. Because would it really be a Jackie Aina look if there was no inner corner highlight? I mean, it could work, but why would we want to force it to? Sometimes I even go back and forth with a little bit of wiggle.
Okay, so she then goes in with Soleil, which is right here, and she just adds a little dollop of Daisy to the corner of her eye. I like when people watch me do my makeup. It's my favorite thing in the world. Okay, what's next?
Please to tone her down a little bit. I could wear this look every day. And I mean that too. Now I'm feeling a little froggy, so I'm gonna leap. I'm gonna take a little bit of Soleil like right underneath my brow bone. Like, don't get carried away. You can, because Miss Soleil is definitely set up to not be ashy, but I really don't want the focus to be my super bright brow bone. So I'm just gonna take a little glimmer of that right where it needs to be done, right underneath the arch of my brow area. Very subtle, not very pronounced.
Ooh.
And ooh.
Okay, so she goes in under the brow.
That's it for the eyes. Now before we go, here is one last close-up of the eyes. She's subtle, but she's fierce. Don't play with her. I stand. I will forever stand. Oh, with the profile though.
Yes.
Don't even talk to me, talk to this. Before you address me, address this. How about that? I know you guys like to see how I pair the rest of my face with my eyeshadow looks. Let's get right to it. I'm gonna line my lips with a brown lip pencil, as I normally do. I'm throwing on a little bit of Too Faced Birthday Suit lipstick. And then on top of that, I'm gonna put ABH Nude lipstick. Y'all remember this one from my video? She was kind of a banger, so she's gonna make another special appearance. And then I'm gonna take Saint Tropez gloss, also from ABH. It's actually my favorite gloss of all time. She's all kinds of shimmery for the summer. And that is the final look.
Modesty by MAC. So I'm gonna put that in the center as the light one that she did. And then I think she tops it with a gloss. Yes. I'm gonna use the Fenty gloss. Alright guys, this is the final look. I absolutely love it. It's totally outside of my comfort zone, something I probably never would have done on my own. I love it. I think the colors are gorgeous. I love the lip. I love everything about this look. I will definitely have to recreate it. If you like this video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. And, you know, thanks for watching. Bye guys. It's so dark outside and everybody can see me because of this damn ring light.